Your thoughts to on the series as it came to an end.
I mean, I kind of enjoyed it. I know I'm in the minority locally when it comes to that. I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, I can understand how the guys feel about saying certain things and things, only certain things getting put out there. You see this a lot of times with a lot of documentaries, especially when it comes to sports, 30 for 30s or whatever. And guys, oh, no, it's taken out of context. I said more. They're all about this is Apple wanting ratings. They want everybody to enjoy it. They want not to enjoy it. They want, like I said, you mentioned it before. They want the murder mystery people. They want the Netflix people. They want the documentary people to enjoy this. And it wasn't so much for the New England football fan like we wanted it to be. And I don't think it was about the winning at all. It was about the organization in their last 20 years and goods and bads, and more bads than goods because it's more compelling and gets more eyes. And I think if it was just strictly about the winning and all that, I think we would have enjoyed it. The New England region would have ate it up. But I think others would have just turned it off and it wouldn't have gotten the ratings that they wanted over in Apple. Now I don't know I mean, the Crash name's all over it, so you gotta put it there, but I don't know how much of it was Apple looking through it and being like, nah, we want this, keep this part, keep that part, and then putting it out there as something, more compelling to the masses.
I just still feel like there could have been more balance.
Mm-hmm.
Again, warts and all is fine, but give me the all. I need the all as well as the warts.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that these other interviews exist with Devin McCourty and Rodney Harrison talking about back in the day, can we get like a cutting room floor version? Just release. So you did all the negative, great. And you told the story you wanted to tell, great. Now release all the other stuff. Mm-hmm. Give us 10 more parts with just all the stuff. And there might be some negative in there too. Because there was some positive in this one, but give me the story about Drew Bledsoe getting traded. Give me a story about Lawyer Malloy getting cut. Give me Rodney Harrison just being a menace on the practice field. Bill Belichick called him the greatest practice player he'd ever coached. I actually, one of the really cool things when I started covering the team, I think it was my second year, was it 2019 that Harrison got inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame? No, I think I was at the Hub already. It was a few years ago. And he did a little, impromptu press conference with the media before, I think it was 2019, the day before the induction. And I asked him, I said, Bill once called you the greatest practice player he's ever coached. What does that mean to you? And I guess he hadn't heard the quote because he was like, that's a major compliment. That's, he was blown away by it. That was cool interaction for me too, because I'm a big Rodney Harrison fan. But, give me that. Give me, and I even go back to, again, there are things that if you wanted the drama, we didn't need a whole episode, because you remember we had Jeff Benedict on and he talked about wanting to tell the stories that hadn't been told. Deflategate's been told to death. How about sit Martellus Bennett down, ask him about Jimmy Garoppolo not playing at the start of the 2016 season? We heard the one quote with him on the McCourties, right? I'm sure he's got some good stuff. Let me know what's going on in the room then when Jimmy Garoppolo didn't want to play and Jacoby Brissett had to play with a busted thumb. Give me that one.
Yeah.
There's just so much more there that truly hadn't been touched on that I still think they skipped. And knowing that these interviews are out there about that, I hope those see the light of day at some point.
Yeah, and I think those are, look, it's 20 years. So it is a lot of stuff with this team, way more than any team I can ever think of in sports that 20 years of being this good and being this compelling and in the spotlight is unheard of. I mean, most teams, dynasties or whatever, 5 years. They have a 20-year run of this stuff. So there's so much information and so much stuff out there. I think they just said, okay, these are the big ones. This is what we're going to go with. And the stuff they decided to leave off was the stuff that we want to see as Patriot fans. But I don't know if it's if the Seahawks fan out there wants to see some of the things that we're really into. I want to see way more of the Rodney Harrison, Lawyer Malloy dynamic of him coming in and Lawyer going out. And same thing, like you said, Drew Bledsoe going to Buffalo, then winning that game, all that type of stuff. I wanted to see way more of that. But I don't know if people outside of this region really cared about that as much as we did.
Well, hopefully the players keep talking about it, keep speaking out about it, because maybe that's how we get these stories.
Yeah, true.
So I'll be looking, because I don't think that McCourty and Rodney Harrison's the only one who are frustrated. I don't think they're the only ones that are going to end up talking publicly about how frustrated they are too. So this will be an interesting thing to follow.
They need a podcast with all those guys.
Yeah.
Around just telling this story and Now's your opportunity to tell your version of the story. I would love to see all those same guys in the same room together, sitting on the couches for an hour, hour and a half, telling their side of these stories. Almost like the NBA open court thing they do on NBA TV with all the old players.
Yeah.
They're sitting on couches telling their stories. I want to see them tell their side of it then, you know?
I'll watch 10 parts of that. Easy.
Absolutely. Everybody
Easy.
would.
I'll watch 20 parts of that. I don't care.
Everybody would watch that. Nationally, too. I think everybody would be interested. Yeah.